Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hey, it's been a really tough week, hasn't it? Coronavirus fears. There's lots of fear there. And we're going to talk today about fear. Can we talk? Fear. We're all fearful right now. We're fearful that we might get the coronavirus. We're fearful that someone we love might get the coronavirus. And we're fearful that someone we love might die. And yeah, those are all really big fears, and I'm fearful as well. But I also want to talk about fear as it relates to what we do as a craft. Most of you that follow me on Facebook and Instagram are either my skating friends or my paper florist friends. And I want to talk about what the fear is that I see a lot of newer paper florists have. They have a fear of making a mistake. They have a fear of screwing up some paper. Is that you? Well, you know what? It was me at one time too. In fact, if we let fear overtake us, we'll never move forward. We'll never get anywhere. So I'm going to show you the first flower I ever made. It was a tutorial from my friend Leah Griffith, who I dearly love. And it was her ranunculus. Of course, I probably didn't pick the easiest flower to have my first foray into making paper flowers, but I have to tell you, it's pretty awful. By today's standards for me, it's pretty awful. The only thing in it that looks kind of like a ranunculus is that it's kind of round and it has that green center, which I would never make a center that bright green today, but you can see it looks nothing like a ranunculus. So if I had let that fear overtake me, I probably never would have moved on and learned how to make this is a ranunculus. And I never would have learned how to make something big and beautiful and fluffy like this. I would have let that fear stop me dead in my tracks. In fact, it kind of did for a while. I felt that using crepe paper wasn't for me. So I went back to using my Cricut and cutting textway paper, and I didn't cut anything by hand. And you know what? My blooms looked just like everybody else's blooms. There was nothing unique about them. There was nothing me about them. I was basically taking someone else's idea and trying to turn it into my own. So I stepped out of my comfort zone. I picked up a pair of scissors one day and I bought a roll of crepe paper, and I remember it. It was crepe paper that I ordered online from Castle in the Air when they were still selling crepe paper, and I had it delivered, and I just picked up my scissors and I started cutting. I was looking around in nature to see what nature was, doing and how Mother Nature was creating her petals, and I decided I was going to try to recreate that. So templates are great. We all use them. Try to think of them as training wheels, if you will. And eventually, just like when you rode your bike and you had your training wheels on it, you eventually start riding your bike on your own, and you take off those, it's hard for me to see you, and you take off those training wheels. You can ride your bike on your own. Well, you know what? You can make your paper flowers on your own too. I know you can. You got this. So pick up a pair of scissors. What's the worst thing that can happen? You mess up a little bit of paper, and that's okay. We all do that. I mean, I still, make mistakes too. I still, go down that road and say, oh, this isn't going to turn out well, but just keep going. If you keep going, it'll turn out. One way or another, it's going to turn out okay. And if it doesn't, then you're going to move on and you're going to learn from it, and you're going to do it again. So while we all have a lot of fear, especially now, fear in our lives, use this time to get to know yourself, to take a look deep inside and pull out the creativity. This is an opportunity for all of us creatives to make something new and try something we've never tried before. So I'm suggesting to my paper florist friends that you pick up a pair of scissors, grab a strip of paper, and just start cutting. I think you'll be really surprised at what you make. You'll be pleasantly surprised, and you'll learn so much along the way. So let's all use the hashtag Let's let go of fear and let our fear go by the wayside and start something new, try something new. It's not world peace, but you know what? By crafting, we can make the world a happier and better place to live. So thanks so much for joining me today. It's great to see you. Please be healthy. Please be well. Please take good care of yourself. Use this time to nurture yourself, especially if you're at home. For me, the hardest part is being cooped up in a house all day long with another person, i.e. my husband. I love him dearly, but I think everybody can relate to the fact that having your loved ones around 24/7 gets a little hard after a while. But use this time to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, make sure you take great care of yourself and your family. And I hope I see you again super soon. Take care and be well.